Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. This is a video response from an Ahmadi. There is an accuser who claims that Allah never interferes with anyone who falsely gives revelations attributed to Allah. And consequently, the promised Messiah, alayhi salam, being aware of this, continued his false revelations. Well, let me just tell you, accuser, that your false claim indicates that apparently you claim to be a Muslim, but yet you must not read the Holy Quran. Because if you do read the Holy Quran, it is stated very clearly what Allah will do to those people who give false revelations attributed to Allah. And I would like to draw your attention to the chapter and to the verses specifically, because apparently you do not know about them. So let me tell you that I want to draw your attention to chapter 69, verse 45 through 48. And I will read this to you. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. And if he had forged and attributed any sayings to us, we would surely have seized him by the right hand, and then surely we would have cut his life vain, and not one of you could have held our punishment off from him. So, Mr. Accuser, you can see that Allah does admonish those people. And I would say to you, read the Quran before you spread false information among the people. And again, you claim to be a Muslim, but yet you are falsely representing Islam. And it's very clear that you do not read the Holy Quran. And those verses that I have just read were very clear. And the Quran itself says that some parts of the Quran are for those who are very close to Allah, and then some verses would be clear for anyone to understand. And so I hope that you read that yourself, because it's very clear what Allah says that He will do if someone falsely gives revelations. And let me remind you that the accuser himself claims that Allah never interferes with anyone who is attributing false revelations. Well, he has also taken the position and given it to the promised Messiah, alayhi salam, saying that the promised Messiah, alayhi salam, himself believed that Allah does not interfere with revelations that are falsely attributed to Allah. So my question to the accuser is, accuser, where do you get that information? Where is your proof of your claim? Did you get that from God? Are you delusional? Explain to us, where did you get that information? It certainly appears that the accuser is the atheist, not the promised Messiah, alayhi salam. The accuser must tell us where he gets that information. The accuser also stated that Allah never revealed anything to the promised Messiah, alayhi salam. I want to know from the accuser, how do you know that? Did Allah tell the accuser that? The accuser needs to prove that Allah never revealed anything to the promised Messiah, alayhi salam. So the burden of proof, accuser, lies on you. You need to prove to the world that your allegations are true. Because it certainly appears that your allegations are false, and it's up to you to give substantial evidence that what you're saying is true.